So, hello everyone. I'm very happy to see you. So, I would like to first of all welcome you on our first day of App Marketing Superhero Bootcamp. And first, to introduce myself, my name is Katja and I'm Customer Success Manager in AppReader. So, today we will dig deeper into the topic of App Store optimization. So thank you everyone to joining. If there are any questions along the way, let me know and I will be more than happy to answer them. So first thing to mention, before we dig into all of those tips and tricks that we can share with you, of course, we need to ask ourselves a basic question. What is App Store optimization or ASO? So this is a process that increases your app visibility and boosts your user acquisition in app stores. It's an organic growth strategy that it's also a driving force for any paid campaign. Whenever you're publishing your first app, or it can be as well your 50th app, having a bulletproof app store optimization strategy is going to be the key to your success. And today we're going to walk you through all of those important steps on how to actually implement your ASO strategy. So just to mention, about 67% of app downloads come from organic app store search. This means what people tend to do, I'm sure that any of you is doing this. They tend to search for a specific app using some generic search terms in App Store. At the same time, app stores are steadily growing, and in order to get your app discovered and downloaded, you have to develop a sophisticated keyword strategy for your app. We know multiple stores out there. Some of them are more popular as others. So we have, App Store for iOS, we have Google Play Store for Android apps, and we can find now more and more new ones popping up like Huawei App Gallery or Samsung Galaxy Store. And of course, in future, those will become more and more powerful as well. So why should we actually do ASO? As you already have a feeling, probably there is a lot of positive benefits of App Store optimization. And of course, it's necessary if you want to get your app in front of right people. Many argue that optimizing your app is the most effective marketing strategy for mobile apps and games. What it does, first of all, it improves your visibility. So people can download your app and use your app if they cannot find it. So no matter how great your app is, if it's not easily discoverable, you won't be able to improve your numbers of installs. As well, what it does, it brings you in, high quality users. It's not enough that your app is found. It has to be found by the right users that search for app like yours. So App Store optimization gets you to the right users because it matches your app to relevant keywords. There are the search terms people will use to find your app, and they are the right, people you want your app to be downloaded by. Then, of course, it will increase your organic downloads. A good ASO strategy will boost your organic installs and as well because of that ensure you a long-term results. When people search for keywords related to your apps, the search results will contain your app. Working on your ASO regularly will ensure that you keep high rankings. And as well, it actually increases your revenue and conversion rate. There are various ways to monetize your app, such as in-app ads, in-app purchases, and subscription model. And as a result, many of you may decide to run ads to bring in more users and more revenue, of course. But if your App Store listing page isn't converting and convincing users to download your app, your ad spend will be wasted. So remember, App Store optimization involves conversion rate optimization and getting people to click through, from those ads to actually download the app. And of course, last but not least, reaching a global audience. So, by making your app available in other languages through an App Store optimization process called app localization, you can get users worldwide to discover your app and also can help you with actually taking your app global. So as you can see, there is so many positive impacts of ASO. So the question is not really if you should be doing it, but how you should do it. So let's dig a little bit deeper into how to do it. So to boost your organic growth, you first have to understand how people search and find apps. A whopping 70% of mobile users utilize search to find a new app. Even furthermore, 65% of all downloads occur directly after a search. So App Store search is one of the most common methods people are discovering new apps. And your secret weapon for app growth is actually learning about App Store optimization and investing time into it. In sustainable way, you should definitely focus on that and this will bring you a long-term result. Also, is often called as well App Store CEO. So both processes share similarity like keyword research, backlinking, and conversion optimization. The ranking factors are the main differences between App Store optimization and search engine optimization. Also, is used to optimize mobile apps for their presence in App Store, while CEO is for optimizing website for search engine like Google, for example. Google search involves hundreds and hundreds of ranking factors with different ranking weights. The list of ranking factors for ASO is much shorter, and we are kind of confident of what those factors are. And because of that, your place and your vision how to get your app ranked faster can be a lot shorter if you play by the rules of App Store optimization. As you can see, here we can right away see what are the important things when it comes to App Store optimization. So definitely we need to put effort in trying to really optimize your description, keywords, app name. Of course, as well, keep an eye on your conversion rates and make sure your ratings and reviews are at its best. But right now, let's dig into everything a little bit deeper. So, as we know, majority of developers might decide to have their app in Apple and in Google, one of the most popular stores out there. And this is a great idea. However, to optimize your app perfectly in both stores, it is crucial that to understand that there are differences between those stores. Many things are important for Google Play, but they are not even considered in Apple App Store. So maybe first to mention, both stores have the same purpose. They provide a platform for users to look for apps or games and download them. This does not mean, however, that they work the same. So one of the main differences when it comes to App Store and Google, Google, uh, Google Store and Google Play Store is publishing aspect. So both Apple and Google have implemented an app review process to really ensure that they have high quality apps in their stores. However, Apple review process tends to have a longer uh, time period as Google's. You should always consider a 3-day buffer when you're releasing a new app or update. Once your app is approved, it will be live in the App Store, and Google Play or App Store will actually publish it then, within 24 hours. Although keywords, for example, are essentially in both stores, they are evaluated differently. The indexing process for Google Play works similarly to that on Google Search. So this means Google considers all the textual elements when indexing keywords for your app. You will also want to repeat keywords 3 to 5 times across all the fields to rank for them. The Apple App Store, however, provides you a specific field for your keywords, and sometimes it even gets them from your competitors and category name. In contrast to Google Play, you should not repeat keywords across any fields for iOS. And as you can see in the screenshot already, there are a lot of similarities, but as well a lot of differences when it comes to both stores. Definitely, when you are updating your store listing, you should definitely then consider as well different timelines. When it comes to Apple App Store, try to update your metadata every 4 weeks. And when it comes to Google Play Store, try to update your metadata every 6 to 8 weeks to really have the highest results as possible. So, as we already mentioned, along the way now, and we mentioned many times keywords. Keywords are one major factor in App Store optimization as users use keywords in various combinations to search for your app. So the most important action to take when you start your App Store optimization is keyword research. This means you research, analyze, and place selected keywords on your app page to maximize the chance to get found by your potential users. So, why do keywords matter? So, keywords are the fundamental element of App Store algorithms, and high app rankings require constant keyword optimization. If you have a proper keywords optimization process in place, your apps can rank high in search results, significantly improve the chance of getting store listing visitors, and as well app installs. It is important to as well optimize your keywords in order to bring as much search traffic and increase your visibility so that the right people are definitely then downloading your app. But how to go around this process? So, as you can see, there's 4 vital steps when it comes to keywords. First one being definitely research. The research of keywords. So it's actually a process where you will find keywords that are relevant for your app and have potential to bring users to you. To find good keyword candidates, you can start with your app and then try to think of terms that will describe it. Then the second step as well can be to conduct competitors and market research. Visit the app store you are targeting and look at the top search results, the most popular apps in the category, and what keywords they're using. Definitely, you want to pick as many keywords as possible, and then, of course, filter it to the most relevant ones at this stage. The most effective way to move further when it comes to this is to use an ASO tool like AppRadar, which can give you as well more data on keywords you collected, such as keywords volume, keywords difficulty, number of competitors, top competitors, etc. So there's many factors that you should definitely consider. Now we have analysis. Once you have researched the market, and you have a good understanding of which keywords you want to target, you want to prioritize the right keywords. The most common method to prioritize keywords is take into the consideration a couple of different factors. First one being search volume. Search volume is basically popularity, and it tells you how popular that specific keyword is. What I would suggest you to do is that definitely go for keywords which have search volume above 20, because you don't want to waste your metadata on keywords with no potential. Then, of course, take into the consideration your current keyword rankings. You will want to really ensure that you don't remove from your current metadata valuable keywords. Also, you want to look at your current keywords rankings and target their variation. It's much easier to target closely related keywords than an entirely new set of keywords. Then we have, of course, keywords relevancy. You need to target relevant keywords that will bring you relevant users. And of course, last one, keywords competition. The more apps are really trying to, rank, um, the more apps are in the keyword search results, the more challenging it's going to be to rank for it. So definitely have an eye on those things. And once you've done this research and selected your prioritized keywords, we suggest you to implement those target keywords properly into your store listing in order to, of course, soon receive results. So after you update, your store listing, always keep an eye on update effects. Track your vital keywords and check how their rankings move. In addition, you need to monitor how your new rankings influence your KPIs, such as store listing visitors, impressions, downloads, conversion rates, revenues, etc. So definitely track those stuff so that you're kind of able after that, definitely definitely improve it even better with your next updates. Cool. So now let's, skip to an exercise if we see if this, makes any kind of sense and if we already learned something new. So Apple App Store metadata exercise. You can see, for example, let's say I'm, developer which has an app for photo editing, and I would really want to, of course, rank for photo editing keyword. Which of option would you consider to go for to increase your chances to ranking for it? So we have A, I would implement photo editing in your long description, B, in your app title, subtitle, or keywords fields, or C, promotional text. So as many of you already answered, yeah, the right answer is definitely B. So implement it in app title, subtitle, and keyword field because these are the important sections which play a huge role in Apple when it comes to App Store optimization. When it comes to Google, there are title, subtitle, and then long description, which will help you with your rankings. Then, of course, we slowly move to app ratings and reviews, which can have a significant impact in your install conversion rate and are one of the essential ASO factors. So app ratings and reviews influence both Google Play and Apple Store algorithms. However, app ratings are especially crucial because this provides an average. This is actually visible on every stage of user's journey. As an app marketer, one of your goals should be to reach an 4,4 plus star rating, as it's considered to be the most optimal rating. But of course, the higher the better. The app ratings are shown through the entire user journey in the app stores. In the search results, as I already mentioned, feature pages, top shots, and so on. So most users won't even consider an app if it has a lower than 4 stars average rating. So the app stores want to present the most high quality apps to their users through search results or featured apps, and because of that, of course, ratings is really important factor. The app reviews as well contribute to multiple marketing goals, such as branding improvements and app as well user management. Carefully monitoring and replying to those user reviews shows that you care for your users and address potential issues on time. For the users that, for example, land on your store listing for the first time, to see a positive reviews can be a social proof that the app has good quality and people like it. So you need to constantly actually gather more reviews and ratings. So, and as well, you need to encourage your users to leave ratings and reply promptly to bad reviews. As well, monitor how an app update impacts your users' satisfaction. If technical issues come with app updates, the users will rate your app lower and leave a bad review. But remember that users can anytime change their rating from negative to positive. So definitely, especially for bad ratings and reviews, it is recommended to answer them with the goal that the user changes their mind. Therefore, keep in mind that reviews management has a big impact on App Store optimization. So we mentioned that positive users rating and reviews would help you to get as well featured and bring many new downloads in short period of time. But app ratings and reviews are as well big part of marketing and competitor to research. By analyzing what keywords people use in their reviews, you can get inspiration for adding new keywords to your metadata. And if you analyze the bad reviews of your competitors, you can as well find the areas on which you can improve your own app. So the keywords that users leave in Play Store reviews impacts the keywords ranking because Google Play indexes as well keywords in reviews. App Store, however, doesn't index the keywords in reviews. But nevertheless, I would suggest you pay attention to your users' reviews, especially the bad ones, and if possible, try to reply on both to all of them in both stores. So, and finally, the most important note to mention here is that in Google, you can never reset your ratings. However, this is possible in App Store with every new app update. Resetting the app ratings might erase the bad review your app has received, but at the same time, there is a risk that App Store algorithm degrades your total rankings because of the absence of ratings. Therefore, try to get new ratings through out of store activities and not maybe reset your ratings all the time. So for example, you can always reach out to users through email and ask them to rate your app for some small reward. But keep in mind that this is in the stores punished, so it can have a negative impact. But definitely try to be innovative and get your users to rate your app. To quickly sum up the most critical aspects, always track how your ratings and reviews move and evolve over time. Actively work on gathering more ratings, reply to user reviews and address users' issues on time, and use the information users provide to constantly improve your app and perform better market research. So definitely, as we see, this is really important part of App Store optimization. And next one, definitely App Store listing visuals. So two main components of successful App Store optimization are textual and visual elements. The textual elements are vital for keywords optimization or for providing quality information. On the other hand, we have the visual elements in the App Store that are crucial for conversion rates and user appeal. The three main visual types you can use in App Store are app icon, app screenshot, and app promo or preview videos. So first thing to mention, app icon should be the first thing that you would want to work on when you're launching a new app. The app icon is present through the entire user experience, um, from the search results to the store listing, featured app stock charts. So, and definitely very important component. The second important one is definitely app screenshots, which you need to really optimize in order to increase your conversion rates from store views to installs. The screenshots aim to give a visual story of your app, but you should definitely have a special attention to the first screenshot because it's the most important one. Use app screenshots to communicate value to the users and try to present your app in the best possible way. As well, include your key messages and match the screenshots with how people use your app. And then, of course, we have as well the app promo video or preview video in Apple App Store, which is the last visual element you can add to your store listing. The video is a trailer of your app. It needs to show the app most exciting and powerful aspects. For that reason, you need to work on the first 10 seconds of the video to capture users' attention, as there is a high chance they won't watch the whole video. Moreover, even studies show that users make decisions in the first seconds. Therefore, show in-app user experience and don't rely on the sound effects because many users will watch the video with their sound turned off. As mentioned before, there are really important factors to significantly influence your conversion rates from store views to installs and even more. So definitely, if you want to increase your conversion rate, even if it's from the moment they see your app icon for the first time to the installs, definitely highly focused on your visual assets. So conversion rates. Conversion rates are important for every developer, marketer out there which is trying to get their app successful. So conversion rates in generally they are defined as percentage of people who are moving from point A to point B. And typical conversion rates are impression to product page view, store or product page view to installs, impressions to installs, or installs to sales, or any other KPI that is really important for you. So app conversion rate is essential in app stores because as well it tells store algorithms how much users like or don't like your app. So if you can optimize your app for regular downloads and improve the conversion rate from store views to or installs to downloads, you will be rewarded by app stores. So definitely take your time and try to increase your conversion rate with all the topics we already talked about. Then, of course, one thing that is really important as well is seasonality. Seasonality and its aspects can significantly influence your app success. If you have an app that competes in category with seasonal elements, you will want to adjust your app store strategy. For instance, if you have a sport app that tracks tennis results, the audience interest will spike during the major tournaments and tennis events. So if you want to, kind of take advantage of this seasonality things, I would definitely suggest you to optimize your app with a couple of small things. First of all, make sure that you map out the important weeks or months for yourself because this will enable you to have a better plan for those updates. Second thing, update your keywords on time that will reflect the seasonality. Then as well, add new screenshots and messages that will align with the seasonal events. So you know, around the Christmas time, you can totally then include any screenshots that are more festive around that time. Then, of course, you should definitely consider introducing new features that are closely connected to that seasonal event. So, for example, if you have a tennis sport app, as I already mentioned beforehand, and the Wimbledon tournament is approaching, you can add a new widget or unique screen overview for that tournament. And this will definitely be a positive impact that users will appreciate. Cool. So we talked a lot of about a lot of important stuff already, but definitely once you're implementing all of them, I would suggest you as well to keep an eye on A/B testing and try to test your decisions. So testing the elements of your app to reach higher conversion rates and more app downloads is critical to any app also expert. If you haven't dealt with it before yet, A/B testing includes creating two variations of App Store assets and testing asset performance to two audience groups. The variant which brings more users, downloads, or any other kind of KPIs that it's important for you is the one that you want to keep and implement. What I would suggest you to do definitely is to research it and research what you actually want to test first. Then create a testing hypothesis and implement them. Once you do that, ideally you want to have at least 14 days of collected data. And based on the success, um, you should implement the winning version. So, of course, definitely keep an eye on and try to take advantage of A/B testing options because this can really help you increase your conversion rates and overall your whole performance. So we shared today a lot of different data and informations and tips and tricks, but kind of to sum everything up. First, if we kind of say first step is always create your ASO strategy. Research the market, understand it, and define your goals. Once you do that, you should definitely conduct your keyword research and pick the unique name for your app as well, so that you can really, with the help of the keywords you decided, make the best effort with your app name as well, metadata and in order as well in the end boost your results even more. And in the meantime, once you have done these updates, of course, there is a couple of weeks time where you are waiting for results to be implemented, and we always encourage you in that time to actually, do your A/B testing, check your creatives as well. You should definitely localize your app so you can, make your app worldwide and you can bring it closer to as well a non-local audience. And then, of course, last one, you should always keep in mind that ratings and reviews are a really important part of App Store optimization, and you should always be thinking of ways how to improve your ratings and receive great reviews. Cool. So thank you everyone for joining. Just to mention, I would really like to invite you to join our App Trader Super League. Of course, we have, as already mentioned, create a certification for App Store optimization, and I would like to invite any of you to join our course, go through all the content we are providing, and as well get a certification of App Store optimization. Once you have done that, I would definitely invite you to share it with your group of friends or network on social media and let them know when did you feel like an app marketing superhero. And we would definitely enjoy reading all of those stories, and we will even feature you on our social media. So thank you for your time. It was really a pleasure to have you here. And if you have any additional questions, I will be more than happy to answer them. So don't hesitate to, contact me via my email, and I will be able to help you additionally. So thank you, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.